And we understand, as you said earlier, that migraine is hereditary. It's a genetic disease. It's not caused by something we did, but there are triggers that can bring on an attack. How should we talk to others about what might trigger or worsen migraine for us in both personal settings and professional?
Absolutely. So, what I would say is, again, in order to not feel like you're oversharing, but as situations come up, for example, I'm at a party and they have, drinks out and a lot of, sodas that have caffeine in it. I would ask, do you have any water or do you have any alternative drinks? For me. And if they ask questions, you can go ahead and explain, well, I have migraine. It's a condition that affects, millions of people. And for me, my trigger is XYZ. And so there are things that we can do, but it's important that we learn to advocate for ourselves because, again, in the end, it's about allowing us to be able to function in a way that we will have a good quality of life.
And that also goes for in the workplace. Opening up allows us to maybe ask for accommodations and maybe ask coworkers to not wear strong perfume or heat up fish in the microwave or something.
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, I think there's more emphasis on, group meetings and making sure that everybody's collaborative and meeting the needs of everybody. And I think that's very important. I know in my clinic, nobody in my clinic wears perfume. It's not allowed. We try to keep the environment neutral in terms of the lighting. I think most organizations have an employee health a system where, we can look at the lighting and make sure that there are lighting that's not going to trigger patients with migraine. Computer screens, certain covers that you can ask for in terms of accommodations. Certain seating. So posture is also important. So you can ask for, a particular chair that can help support your posture. So again, don't be afraid to speak up because you'd be surprised at those accommodations that exist for patients with migraine.
Well, sometimes people with migraine feel blamed for their attacks, as you said, or told that they're not managing their triggers well enough. For instance, some of our viewers have noted that people sometimes think it's due to them not handling stress well. How can we best respond in situations like that?
Well, aside, feeling like you want to walk away, I would take that as an opportunity to educate again. Because, not everybody doesn't have the same trigger. A trigger for one person isn't necessarily a trigger for another. So I think it's important to educate patients or individuals that are around you who don't have migraine to say, look, migraine is a chronic condition. But again, taking it as an opportunity for education and for, because I think that's important. I think most people don't understand what migraine is who don't have it. And so it's an opportunity to say, look, it's a condition that I've been diagnosed with. And for me, these are my triggers. And so if we can kind of work around them, I think most people will be very accommodating and hopefully understanding.